coverall. It doesn't happen for everybody, but we take we take an introspective look and we say this thing is right for me in this capacity. Uh, Putting that burden on you to say like I have to be married, I have to be in this relationship, I have to do these things. That's unfair, right? What's fair is expecting you to react responsibly to the outward stimulus that exists in your scope of purview. So if she's right for you, move forward. If she's not, don't. But don't feel any burden for that. And that's all I have to say. Guys, be safe, be responsible, and make yourselves happy.
I'll just say this: ask yourself why you want to get married as a man. That's it.
Work on yourself. I mean, that's the key. You can't. You're not gonna find happiness outside of yourself. You got to be happy on your own first before you get into a relationship or marriage and think that that's gonna make you happy. Marriage isn't gonna make you happy if you aren't already happy. So work on yourself. That's the key. Self is the key.
Is marriage right for men? I think that at the end of the day, this is an individual decision. If it's something that you want to do, I say look at it or treat it like anything else in your life. Do your homework, do your research, figure out if this is something that you really want. Look at the end, see what it can potentially look like at the end. Yes, you may not be able to see 20, 30, 40 years down the road, but you also can't see 40 or 20, 20, 30, 40 years down the road in anything that you may decide to do in your life right now. You just hope that, if you plant that seed now and early, and if you continue to water it, that it'll continue to grow. But I think at the end of the day, you have to decide if this is something that you want in your life, figure out why you want it. And if it's something you want, then go after it. And if it's don't, figure out some alternatives, figure out how you want to live your life, and then move forward with that type of lifestyle. If it's choosing to be single and then, work your behind off and work 30 hours a day or whatever like that and have millions of dollars and not have a social life, and that's what you want to do, that's fine. If you want to play games all day, whatever it is that you want to do or decide that you want to do with your time, just like, like Dustin said, be happy and go and do it. Just don't screw nobody else's life up in the process of you being single. That's all I got to say about that.
Tonight was interesting to say the least. Um, I am going to say that this is something that I have been fighting with for a while, which is why I talk to the men that I talk to and I listen. Um, I do not know if marriage is right for men. I do not know if marriage is not right for men, but I do know that a husband and wife are necessary if children are involved. And that is where I will leave it.
I think you can only have the relationship that you can afford, and that reflects your personal accountability. The other thing is too, I think that the the success of your marriage depends on your union. It depends on your ego. It depends on how you lead. So many different things, but the most important part of what I'm talking about is really just the ego management piece. Can your ego facilitate a marriage? Can your ego facilitate peace? Can your ego facilitate happiness? Can your ego sustain the atmosphere? Can your ego create an environment that you can trust another individual in? Everything that happens to you comes from you. So while there may be people that play a role in that, it's up to you and your ego management to put yourself in the best position to decide if marriage is for you. Tonight, come over to Code Talk over on the other YouTube platform, and we're going to have another discussion. Join Elevated Dialogue every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you get out of here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you hit all of the notes that bring Elevated Dialogue to greater visibility. So, is your ego intact enough to do that?